Come on, Chiefs fans! We have some important updates to share with you. Things are very busy behind the scenes for the Chiefs, and I'm going to tell you all about it. But first, be sure to hit that like button if you've been a Chiefs fan for 20 plus years. It's great to see fans of all ages. If possible, write something like this: "Let's go Chiefs! Let's go win another Super Bowl!" The Kansas City Chiefs are ready and prepared for their playoff run, starting with a massive matchup this Saturday against the Houston Texans at Gayhawk Field at Arrowhead Stadium. As the number one seed in the AFC, the Chiefs have secured home field advantage throughout the playoffs, giving them a powerful advantage as they seek a third consecutive Super Bowl victory. That number one seed? Earned after a dominant win over the Pittsburgh Steelers on Christmas Day, and with it came a crucial first-round bye. Now, they'll face the Texans team fresh off a wild card win over the Chargers. But let's not forget, these two teams just met in December when the Chiefs pulled out a solid 27-19 win. Houston head coach DeMeco Ryans spoke about the rematch while keeping his focus on the future. "Different game, different circumstances," Ryans said when asked about the December loss. He emphasized that this matchup is a fresh start and his team is approaching it with a completely new mindset. But here's the thing, there's no easy way to prepare for Kansas City, especially in the postseason. The Chiefs have proven they can win in a variety of ways. Whether it's Mahomes cutting through the secondary or the defense stepping up with game-changing plays, this team knows how to handle pressure. They've won back-to-back championships and have appeared in 4 Super Bowls in the last 5 years. The Texans may feel confident after their strong defensive performance against the Chargers, holding them to just 12 points last week. But Arrowhead is no joke. The crowd noise, the energy, the atmosphere, it's a whole different beast, and history shows the Chiefs thrive in those conditions. Patrick Mahomes has never lost a home playoff game outside of the AFC Championship, and with Travis Kelce, Chris Jones, and Isaiah Pacheco healthy and ready to go, the Chiefs have every reason to feel confident. What do you think, Chiefs fans? Do you think home field advantage will make a difference in this matchup? Will Mahomes and the team dominate once again? We have a lot to talk about today, as Travis Kelce just sent a strong message to the entire NFL ahead of our big divisional round matchup against C.J. Stroud and the Houston Texans this Saturday. The quest for a third consecutive Super Bowl title is officially underway, and Kelce made it clear that the Chiefs are more than ready to prove the doubters wrong. During his appearance on the Pat McAfee Show, Kelce emphasized how much the team has grown and how they are finding ways to win in all phases of the game. He said, "We're finding different ways and more ways to win early and throughout the season. I think last year, we dealt with finding ways to lose. You can learn from both, but learning from the games you win is a lot more fun. That's the mindset you want from a leader heading into the most important stretch of the season." Kelce's confidence isn't just talk. The Chiefs finished the regular season with a 15-2 record, securing their 9th consecutive AFC West title and the top seed in the AFC. But it hasn't all been smooth sailing. This team has battled adversity, including injuries and some early offensive struggles. Even Kelce himself faced criticism early in the season for underwhelming stats. But as usual, he silenced the critics by stepping up when it mattered most, helping the Chiefs secure that crucial first-round bye. Now, the spotlight turns to Saturday's matchup against the Houston Texans. The last time these two teams met, the Chiefs took care of business, but Houston has been on a roll lately, led by rookie sensation C.J. Stroud. Still, Kelce isn't backing down from the challenge. He's clearly excited, not just about this game, but about proving wrong anyone who continues to doubt Kansas City's dominance. Mind you, there are still analysts questioning whether this team can make another deep playoff run. Kelce addressed this directly, saying, "We've definitely heard all the talk. We know what's real and what's in this building." It's not just Kelce who's ready. This entire Chiefs team is laser-focused. Patrick Mahomes has been on the clock, the defense has been making statements all year, and Arrowhead Stadium will be as lively as ever on Saturday. So, Chiefs fans, what do you think? Is this the year we go for a three-peat and cement our dynasty? Patrick Mahomes has been nothing short of legendary in the playoffs, and as the Kansas City Chiefs prepare to face the Houston Texans in the divisional round, his numbers at this stage are absolutely mind-blowing. Since taking over as the starting QB in 2018, Mahomes has led the Chiefs to the playoffs every year, reaching the AFC Championship game in each of those seasons. Let that sink in, and every season as a starter, Mahomes has been one win away from the Super Bowl. That kind of success is almost unheard of in NFL history. Now, the Chiefs are back in the divisional round, and Mahomes' dominance at this stage is impossible to ignore. He's undefeated in his divisional round appearances, putting up elite numbers against some of the toughest competition in the league. Remember those wins against the Colts, Texans, Browns, Jaguars, and Bills? Mahomes has delivered every time. Let's talk about his last game against the Texans in Week 16, 261 passing yards, 1 touchdown through the air, and a 15-yard touchdown. Vintage Mahomes. And while his 2024 regular season wasn't his best statistically, his 3,938 passing yards and 26 touchdowns tied for career lows. The leadership and playmaking he demonstrated to guide the Chiefs to a 15-2 record speak louder than stats alone. What's even more impressive? Mahomes has had to adapt this season. Without his top 2 wide receivers and dealing with protection issues on the left side of the offensive line, he still found ways to win. His career postseason totals? An impressive 5,135 yards, 41 touchdowns, just 8 interceptions, and a 105.8 passer rating. Chiefs fans, Mahomes thrives under the brightest lights, and on Saturday against the Texans, we could see more playoff magic. What do you think? Will Mahomes continue his divisional dominance and lead the Chiefs closer to another Super Bowl? So, let's talk about Andy Reid and this fascinating idea that's been floating around. Could Coach Reid be writing the final chapter of his legendary career with a fairy tale ending this postseason? Now, don't get me wrong, there's no official word on retirement, and Reid himself has dismissed those rumors. But the pieces for a cinematic ending are definitely there. Think about it. Super Bowl 59 will be played in New Orleans, the same city where Reid earned his first Super Bowl victory with the Chiefs in 2020. Now, if you're a fan of poetic endings, what could be better than this, returning to the same city where it all began, potentially hoisting the Lombardi Trophy for the 3rd consecutive year? Sounds like Hollywood material to me. But it goes deeper. Before becoming the head coach we all know and love, Andy was part of the legendary Green Bay Packers coaching staff under Mike Holmgren. The Packers team of the 1990s was loaded with coaching talent. Guys like John Gruden and Steve Mariucci were on the same staff. Reid's career took off from there, molding him into the offensive genius we've seen dominate the league for over 2 decades. Reid's bond with Patrick Mahomes is central to this entire narrative. They're not just a coach-QB duo, they're rewriting history together. This season has tested both of them more than ever. From offensive struggles to injuries, Mahomes has still led the Chiefs to a 15-2 record, proving why he's the best in the game. And through it all, Reid has been the steady hand guiding this ship. But there's more to Reid than the play-calling genius. We've all seen his hilarious State Farm commercials featuring Mahomes. Seriously, why doesn't Patrick share those nuggets? But behind the humor is a coach who has become a beloved figure not just by his players, but by fans across the league. Now, I know what you're thinking. Reid just signed that massive contract extension. He's made it clear that he's not ready to hang up his headset. And you'd be right. With Mahomes at the helm and this dynasty still going, why stop now? But for a moment, imagine the ultimate fairy tale ending, a win in New Orleans, where it all began, after a challenging season, capping a legendary career with a 3-peat. Goosebumps, right? Alright, Chiefs fans, what do you think? Will we see Andy Reid ride off into the sunset after this postseason, or is this just the beginning of another dominant chapter? Leave your thoughts in the comments. I want to hear what you think of this incredible journey we're on. And don't forget, hit that like button, hit subscribe, and stay tuned because the road to the Super Bowl is just beginning. Come on, Chiefs!